Last week I had Hi everybody, Mike Gellan here. I'm going to be doing a little bit of agar pour. Actually, it's a Gellan gum, LME with a touch of dark malt extract. But I wanted to show you guys a few things before I get started. Last week I had harvested some BBS, Blue Brain Shakti, and I took some clones of a fruit. And they got all bacterial on the plates. So I tried the pour, not trapdoor, but the pour over tech, where you pour a new cool, not cool, but like under 100-degree agar on top of the bacterial stuff. And I wanted to show you some of my results. The plates originally looked like this. They were just slimy, they weren't really growing, so I poured agar on them. And then the results are, I'm getting nice colonies coming up through the repoured agar on top of the clone. So I got those two, and then this one, you can see it's just barely poking up above the surface of the agar. I poured it right over all the bacteria, and now the new part on top is growing out fresh mycelium. This one hasn't started growing over yet, but you can see how it's covering the transfer. Both of them were getting bacterial, but the new agar poured over it. They're allowing these to grow on top. See, underneath here, there's the colony of bacteria down here, and under and around that. So I got new agar poured on top. And I also did it with some transfers from a dirty plate. I took a few transfers and I poured mycelium around them, and it actually allowed for nice fresh mycelium to grow on the top. So it was just kind of a neat little trick or thing I was trying. I don't know if any of you are wondering what when you do a grab and drag, when you do it on a dark agar, this is how it looks when it's just about too far, okay? You see those little white colonies? Those are all possible monos, but they're most likely dicaryons at this point. Because I already took my transfers yesterday. Now they're getting a little bit too overgrown. And again with this one, I don't know if you can see through the condensation, but that's what the line looks like on a grab and drag. It starts over here with a heavy spore load, then gets thinner and thinner as you go along. This one actually shows you better because I did an S pattern on this one. So it starts heavy and gets thinner as you go along, and it cleans up. So the spores down here are actually cleaner than the ones up here. Hey guys, how's it going? Satterwolf, Wound Dealer, exploring new. Just gonna pour a little bit of Gellan gum agar dishes. Just showing off a few things real quick. I wanted to give a shout out to Tree Digs and Mycelium Labs. They sent me, I ordered some Louis Vuitton. Beautiful plate. I already transferred out of it, so that's why there's a big chunk missing. Stormtrooper, free gift. That was awesome. Thank you very much, guys. And this was the lion's mane cut that I was really excited to get. This is from Mycelium, so I'm going to be doing some lion's mane pretty soon. But I want to shout out Tree Digs and Mycelium Labs for that. The free gift was awesome. Thank you, guys. I also got some premix for LCs and stuff to try. This is my new cross, Saint Anubis, which is actually Stormtrooper dicaryon crossed with Anubis mono. And as you can see, it's getting rhizomorphic. It's the diamond in a bag Ed Grand's technique. It's working out pretty good. I gotta mix this up in a few days, but it's growing out nicely on corn. These are my little 8-ounce corn bags. Actually, these are 10 ounce corn bags. Anyways, that's it for the show and tell. Let's get into the pouring. I gotta check my temperatures. 128. It's gonna be perfect. I got a glove up. I got my mask on already. Hi. Any questions before I get started? Yeah, actually, that Mycelium Bluey is actually, my transfers are growing pretty quick. Let me see, I got lion's mane's already getting fuzzy on the transfer. I don't know if you noticed, but when you transfer from one agar to another, the little piece that you transfer, you can see it gets fuzzy on the edges right after you transfer it a few days later. This was the Stormtrooper, the Blue EV. Look at how fuzzy that's getting already. It's already getting fuzzy, and that was transferred on the 3rd, I'm sorry. But it's already taken. So that Louis Vuitton, and this was the Shakti Mutant that he sent me also. That's the other one, I'm sorry, I forgot the name. I ordered this one. This one's already getting fuzzy on the transfer. You can see the transfer. That's the bottom, so the top's face down. The bottom's getting fuzzy already. And then this was my Lucy Lou Mono, or Delicious Lucy. I don't know how it got in that pile. I got piles and piles and piles of dishes over here. But yeah, that Mucelium is really nice. Mucelium Labs are doing really nice with their plates. Anyways, let's pour some agar. Let me finish getting gloved up. Not agar, I'm sorry. Gellan gum culture media. Now I did some colors here because I'm testing something, so I had to use green and red because all my normal plates are now going to be blue. So I used green and red because what I'm trying is I added some dark malt extract. I was watching videos, as always, I watch YouTube constantly. And someone mentioned using not light malt extract, but using dark malt extract. And I figured, you know what, I'll give it a shot. It went together fine. I mixed these up last night and I pressure cooked them today. The Gellan gum doesn't set up when you leave it overnight. It just sits there, and then in the morning you can pressure cook it if you want. But I already sprayed everything down with ISO. I'm just going to do it again a little bit. I got my stacks ready. And I'm going to be saving my bags because it's a lot easier to put your plates in the bags when you have to do something later. So if I get busy, I want to have my bags available. Normally I just wrap them, but sometimes I have to go somewhere and I don't like leaving the fan running while I'm not home. But if I fold these up like this, they'll stay pretty clean. I think. I mean, they might not. I'm just going based on what I've found. Okay, temperature 125. We are good to go. Now, these are 250 milliliters each. They should pour one stack of 10 for each bottle. Excuse me. Let's do it. Make sure you guys can see. If I have any extra, I'll pour some little 35 millimeters for you guys. I do this pretty quick because I don't like to leave my dishes open. I am in a flow hood and I do have a mask on, so I can talk. Okay. I way under exaggerated. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to do 5 more out of the green and get another stack. Maybe one more. And it did cover the last one. I just like to switch it around and make sure it's covered. I got to grab another stack of plates before I open the next bottle, guys, because I'm not going to open that bottle and start it until I have the plates I need. So give me 10 seconds or a minute, or 30 seconds, I'm going to grab a stack. Okay, that didn't take too long. Any questions on pouring while I'm here? DK, nice to meet you, see you, join, thank you. Another stack. These are Cell Treat grip ring plates. They're actually very good to work with. You know what? I forgot I have one other thing to show you guys after. So when I'm done pouring, I will show you. So I'm going to end up with 30 plates out of 500 milliliters. Well, that's a little light, but for 250, I'm getting a good decent amount. So anyways, let's make sure there's a stir. Yep. And we'll see if we can get 15 plates out of the red too. A little different grabbing the bigger stack. My hands are wet. Makes grabbing plates a little bit more difficult. I always have a problem grabbing the first two plates. I don't know why. Here's the angle. Oh, this drip ring is dripping for some reason. This is a little particle counter. I don't know if you can see it, but it says 0. 3 micron particles in the air. So I use that to keep an eye on my contaminant level. If I'm smoking in here, it goes up immediately, so I don't smoke in here that often. Usually when I'm done, if I need to, I have a smoke, or vape, I should say. So that's 30 plates from 450 to 500 milliliters. Steve, thank you for joining. Anyways, the other thing I had to show you guys was on the 25th, I inoculated some Uncle Ben's Tech 90-second Tech bags with my own AC of albino chocolate crinkle brain, and I lost all of them but one. One of them has this beautiful white mycelium growing, and we're not going to open it until Sunday. So we're having a live stream on Sunday where I'm going to be opening this bag live, unsealing it for the first time, and if it's green, you all get to see me play with green stuff. Or actually just throw it away. But hopefully it's good. It smells incredible through the little filter part. I did them a little different. I just put a hot 1/4 inch, well, what I did, it's not 1/4 inch. I took the back of my scalpel and heated it up, and it's round. And once it got really, really hot, I just stuck it through the plastic and then put a filter patch right on. A little bit of an alternative to Uncle Ben's Tech. But, so that's the other thing I wanted to show everybody. And let's see. Would anybody like to ask me any questions? I don't know, there's still a couple people in here. I just do the live just because it's a lot more fun to do a live than it is to record it and show it later. Hello, hello, I'm waving. Waving at everybody who's here. My favorite strain are albinos. I don't have a specific one yet, but I love albinos, and I also like mutants. Like, I'm growing that albino chocolate crinkle brain, hoping to get some nice albinos and some brains out of that. I like Enigma, but yet I haven't had success with it. I had one little brain of Enigma, came out to be about 15 grams fresh, but it was dry. It was like 1.5 grams. I ate it. It was good. But I mixed it in with other stuff to make chocolate. Yeah, so my favorite strain are going to be albinos for now. I just harvested a couple of brown cap strains, Purple Mystic and Hualta. And they were lighter white caps. The Hualta was a no spore dropper, so it had spores, but it was a low spore drop. So it was really nice to actually have a brown cap without having all those freaking spores go all over when it gets to spreading the cap. Those actually dried really nicely. I ended up with 114 grams fresh. Came out to 9.8 grams dry. So 10 grams dry from 115 grams wet. But I'm doing smaller bags now. I'm doing little... the bags I'm doing are this size when you fruit them. They're like the 4T bags. This is a 4T bag. They're 3 inches by 4 inches. The ones I have are 3 1/4 or 3 1/3 inches wide at this part, and they're 13 inches tall. This is just a grain bag I'm doing. It's just colonizing. I just did a break and shake today because it was almost all white. So my grain bags are a little smaller. So what that helps me do is it allows me to run 20 or 30 strains at once in the same space as running 2 or 3 dub tubs or big 25 or 50. Kind of cool. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to do a quick live. My battery's going dead because I didn't bring my charger. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to DM me. If anybody, oh, one other thing, when I do my plates, every 15 minutes after they're done pouring, I turn them. I don't know if you can see how they're like a little bit of condensation on the side, but when you turn them 90 degrees, you can lose the condensation on one side. So if you turn them every 15 minutes, 90 degrees, do that for a couple hours, you'll end up with a lot less condensation on your plates. The top ones will always have condensation, just the way it is. But you can eliminate a lot more of the side condensation by turning your plates every 15 minutes. Hey, Happy. Thanks for joining. I'm just getting ready to get off. Well, let's see. What does it say? Yeah, Uncle Ben's tech gets a lot of... I don't hate Uncle Ben's. It's my nemesis. I hate it because I can't succeed. But I have one finally succeeding, so I am going to be officially done with Uncle Ben's tech as soon as I get one successful grow. And I think I have it. This is beautiful. It's white. But this is not opening until Sunday. So join me Sunday on YouTube at Michael Allen. That's my YouTube channel. I'm starting to do live feeds every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern. It's called Sunday Brunch with Michael Allen. You see a cute little dog on the picture, you'll see that's me. Yeah, Happy. I had to do some pouring. I had stuff in the pressure. Oh, I also made these dark malt extract agar LC mixes. They're a little darker. So I'm trying out that dark malt because I knew it was going to be dark, so I wanted to try it. The other LC I'm testing, these are my other two. This here is Tree Digs Mycology LC mix, which is perfect. You know, this stuff works great. This is just Caro syrup, though. This is perfectly clear. There's no malt extract in here, so it's just Caro and water. So I'm doing a side-by-side with Tree Digs' Stormtrooper. I put a little piece in each one of these. And we're going to see which one colonizes better, or if they colonize the same, or whatnot. Because I would rather use perfectly clear liquid than... But I like Tree Digs too, because this stuff colonizes wonderfully. As you can see with this nutcracker, it's like perfect little cloud in there. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, perfectly colonizing. This stuff's amazing. I love it. But for my own stuff, I'd like to get something just to have clear 50 milliliter test tubes of, because what I want to do is LC in these, which are good just for me for doing my grows, so I can do bag grows with LC. Because I like using agar, but sometimes you want to just play with LC, and it's easier to send people if you want to send them something. Some people can't deal with plates. But yeah, I love Stormtrooper GB. It's I'm actually glad I got a new cut of that from Tree Digs, because I had an old cut from when I first started growing, and I've been, you know, transferring it, getting it growing all this time, and it just hasn't been as vigorous in my mind on agar. But my agar, about a month and a half ago, I made Gellan gum. I made it perfectly clear, but I forgot to add in the sugar, so I had a bunch of Gellan gum water agar, or water Gellan gum plates, because I forgot to put in the carbohydrate and the sugar. But they work. All the colored ones are perfect, but when I tried to do them perfectly clear, I forgot to put in the sugar. And it was a mistake I did separately from the videos I've made on it, but I used a bunch of them and they were all basically water agar, so they're really, really, really slow and wispy growth. But I found a fix to them. What I did is I took and this was green. I poured about 1/8 of an inch of blue on top of these. These were clear. This one was clear. I poured about 1/8 of an inch on top of it of regular agar with sugar. And same on this one. It was light green. Now it's dark green because I had it blue. So I poured on top, though I didn't waste all the plates. Because I hate throwing away plates. So, anyways, thanks for showing up, guys. If you have any questions, DM me. If you need anything, DM me. I'm on Instagram at Michael Allen, and also on YouTube at Michael Allen. If you need to email me, you can email me at Michael Allen Mycology, all one word, @gmail.com, and I can get a hold of anybody that way as well. Have a great day, guys.